What is up, everybody? My name is Wes. This is Topshelfers, and today we're going to rank the top 50 highest grossing movies of all time. Now, I do want to say that this was updated last in 2021. There are a couple movies on here that, well, I guess there's a couple movies missing on this list. Like, we're not going to see Barbie, we're not going to see Top Gun Maverick. Is there any in the I don't think we're going to see Way of the Water. I don't know any other ones that might be missing after that. Maybe one of the Avengers. Regardless, though, we're going to hop into this and rank these from worst to best, in my personal opinion. This is going to be an interesting one because even though a movie grosses a lot doesn't mean that it's necessarily good. There's only one movie I think on this list that I haven't seen, which is the 10 Commandments. And strangely enough, I couldn't find it anywhere. I'll be honest, I don't think it's in my wheelhouse either. I don't think it's a movie that I would necessarily enjoy. I did want to see it, though, considering it's a high-grossing movie, and it's probably about Jesus. So could be an interesting watch to expand the knowledge base. All right, so we got to talk about a couple interesting things here. First and foremost, I don't like Fast and Furious after like Tokyo Drift. I also, like most Star Wars fans, thought that the sequel trilogy was dog shit. However, I do there's some hot takes there when we get there. I think it's strange to me that these are the movies, and I know that like Sound of Music's probably not on that top 50 anymore. Gone with the Wind, there's a couple on here that I'm sure haven't lasted the test of time. At least not. What I'm saying is I don't think they'd be in the top 50 anymore, given the past 4 years have had some absolute ginormous movies. But we'll still rank them. So what would be my last movie on this list of ones that I've seen? I think there's a couple easy answers. Minions is for sure going to be near the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to put it last. Despicable Me 3, I did not like at all. Aquaman, I did not like at all. I'm going to say, oh yeah, that is the live action Aladdin. Live action Aladdin was horrendous. Not a fan. Let's see. Are there any other ones that I can get out of the way early? Rise of Skywalker can go at the bottom. We'll talk about these two when we get to them, okay? Toy Story 4 can go at the bottom. I don't understand the absolute glazing that people have done for Toy Story 4. And I'm not even talking bias. Listen, I understand bias when it's movies from your childhood. It's hard to like get past new things and new ideas. That movie was boring. Not fun, not exciting. I went in there like, oh, the spooky element's gonna be so fun. I was sitting there like, how do you follow up Toy Story 3 with this, dude? Just not good. Beauty and the Beast can probably go down here near the bottom. Should have been good, wasn't. Okay. Is there anything else that's for sure at the bottom of my list? Incredibles 2 probably gonna be pretty low. Just getting the anger out of the way now. Definitely the Transformers movies. I can't tell the difference between these two, but pretty much after the first, what was it, 3 that came out with Shia LaBeouf, I just thought they got really silly. And a lot of these movies, honestly, like especially these newer age ones like the Transformers and the Fast and Furious specifically, they do okay like domestic box office, but it's that worldwide and very specifically China market that just loves those movies. And don't get me wrong, they're fun. I think they're fun for sure, but as far as like a good movie, I don't know. So let's see how many here. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42. Hey, we got all of them in order, or all of them. All right, so what would I say is last year? Probably Aquaman. That movie was pretty bad. And then we'll go Minions, Despicable Me 3, Aladdin. I like that. We'll put Rise of Skywalker there just because it's Star Wars. Beauty and the Beast here just because it's Beauty and the Beast. And I really like, what's her butt? Emma Watson? Yeah, okay. I like that bottom. We're pause? What the? I like where that's at right there. All right, let's move on to the next set. I think this is when we're gonna put like our Fast and Furious movies. Let's put our new Jurassic Park movies. Don't really think that they're that great. Definitely gonna put Incredibles 2. Get mad. I don't care. I think Incredibles is easily the most overrated Pixar franchise to date. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a bold thing here and say that this is the original Lion King and this is the live action Lion King. So live action Lion King can go there. Let's see. Avatar, Far From Home, Zootopia, Toy Story 3, Sound of Music, Batman. Rogue Nation, Pirates. It sucks because I don't really know which pirate movies they are, but I fucking love the pirate movies. They're so fun. And same with the Avengers. Like, I don't know them based off the title. I know that's like the last Harry Potter movie, which is really good. We'll put Captain Marvel here. Let's get Alice in Wonderland here. Alice in Wonderland's fun, but it's definitely not going to breach that top level. There's just no way. Okay, I need one more on this list. I mean, I know there's stuff that for sure isn't going to be. Like, there's no way Joker's going this low. Lord of the Rings, original Jurassic Park, probably any of the Avengers movies. This. We'll talk about that once I get another movie up there. I just don't know which pirates is what. Let me see if I can find them on this list. Okay, so this one is Dead Man's Chest. Giggity. And then that one is On Strange Tides. On Strange Tides sucked. That one sucked. That didn't it? I watched all of the Pirates not too long ago, and I feel like Dead Man's Chest still had Orlando Bloom in it. And then this one didn't, right? The On Strange Tides. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, now let's get these in order. For sure, the Jurassic Park's gonna be at the top of this list. Pirates, Furious. Okay, let's talk about this Star Wars movie because it's there has to be a couple things split here. Okay, Rian Johnson made a good movie. It looks beautiful. The pacing's good. The tone's good. Like, all of the extra little, film bro terms you want to use are there. Rian Johnson's great. He's great at what he does. Now, here's the issue. It was a dog shit Star Wars movie. Like, that's the problem. Is like the movie, all of the movie tones and elements were good. It was a bad Star Wars movie. You took characters that and fucked them up. You made Finn horrible. You go from Finn in The Force Awakens as like this new budding badass. Like, he fucking, when he lit up that lightsaber and went after Kylo, I was like, dude, this guy's the motherfucking man right now. He wrote him off. The Princess Leia scene, horrible. That was horrible. You made Luke, like, what was that? You're telling me that and I actually kind of like Force Awakens. You built up this movie, you get Rey to this island where he's at, and you have the iconic, like, hey, we're gonna give you this huge cliffhanger, like, holy shit, she's handing him his lightsaber, like, this is so cool, like, I remember watching that in theaters. I was getting the chills. I was like, dude, maybe these movies are gonna be good. Like, what the fuck? And then he fucking tosses it behind him, and he goes and milks some fucking creature and drinks some green milk. And oh, what are we doing? Like, I just don't know if J.J. Abrams to Rian Johnson, there was just no like story building together. They should have just had one or the other do all three movies, and we may have had something good. Because then you have Rise of Skywalker, which was literally just fixing everything that was wrong with this movie, and then giving us like the most outrageous dick-sucking fan service I've ever seen. That was just so pointless. Like, there were scenes in that where I was like, guys, like, this is cool, but what are we doing? Like, there could have been so much stuff. And whoever in that fucking boardroom of writers decided to make that last scene like, oh, they're actually in love and he kissed her or she kisses him or whatever it was. I don't even remember. Bro, don't write stuff anymore. Go change careers. Do something else, because it ain't it. It ain't it. I was in that fucking movie theater, and every single person, you could feel just like how miserable everyone just was with that. They're like, ugh. Like, even I think I groaned out loud. I was like, ugh. Like, because it was just, you had so much cool shit. And how do you, this is going to turn into a Star Wars rant, I'm sorry. How do you make the Knights of Ren this cool fucking, like, idea of these pipe-hitting motherfuckers never relevant? And then he just kills them in, like, 3 minutes. And then you have Snoke that you could have done. You could have made him Plagueis. You could have made him X, Y, Z. Nah, he's just this weird clone thing of Force energy that they just make hundreds of at this weird facility that Kylo Ren finds in the start of the movie, and it writes off that whole entire character. Okay. Like, that's the thing, is like, Rian Johnson directed that movie great, and I don't blame him for the issues. It was whatever the dog shit writers were thinking. Whatever fucking dumb dunce cap shit they were on. Horrible. That, you know what? That makes me so mad. That makes me so mad. Let's just do this. Let's just do that. Don't make Star Wars movies if you're not a Star Wars fan. Plain and simple. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard to make good Star Wars content. All right. Onward and outward. Because then you have, like, Rogue One on here that's probably arguably one of the best Star Wars contents to ever be made. And then Phantom Menace, I don't care what anyone says, it's fun. Through and through. Oh, but it's got Jar Jar Binks in it. Oh my god, I know. I've heard it a million times. It also has Darth Maul and some of the best fighting scene. Sorry. Okay. Let me get focused back in. Alright, so we're in our top 30. And I know I skipped over Jurassic Park, listen. Or Jurassic World. They ain't that good. They're not. They're silly. When it got to the point that Homeboy was trading them and they're running through the forest and shit, I was like, this is dumb. Don't care. It's a spectacle. It's a great movie to go see in the theaters. They're fun. They're magnificent. The dinos look great. It's a good time. Get your popcorn, get your drink, get your snacks. My movie theater has like a Pizza Hut and shit. Like, do your thing. But they're not that good at movies. All right, top 30. I'm gonna drop Sound of Music here. It's great, but not something that I would go back to. And I think Gone with the Wind is much better. Shit. Now we got to really start thinking here. I think I'm gonna drop Finding Dory, Frozen 2. We'll do this other Pirates of the Caribbean probably there. Skyfall's really good. Shout out Adele. I think this is the original Avengers. Avatar's a weird one to talk about too. 'Cause even though I don't think Avatar is like the greatest story, like the first one, Way of the Water was, I think, a little bit better. But goddamn, was that a visual? Like that was the first time I had ever seen like the new age 3D when it came out, and I remember sitting there like kind of having a headache. We're about like 40 some odd minutes in the movie. Everything looks pretty cool, and then it's like that floating jellyfish in the forest scene. I'm like, oh, these guys cooked. um, and Hobbit, oh, man, Hobbit is another one that is so difficult to talk about because, man, I don't want to get into it. I feel like I could sit here and rant about some of these movies for a long time, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So let's get Force Awakens on there. We need to start moving. We're already at 16 minutes, and we still have like half this list. Let's put Gone with the Wind here. I know people are going to go crazy. Like, you still have Frozen on there, but not Gone with the Wind? Yeah, sorry, dude. If it was turn on Frozen or turn on Gone with the Wind right now, I'm turning on Frozen. Sorry. Am I putting... Dude, I don't know. This is tough. And Age of Ultron is good, but I'm going to put Age of Ultron here. That's probably my least favorite Avengers movie. And then we'll put... I'm going to put Hobbit below Phantom Menace. Wild take, I know. I think that's actually a crazy thing to say. I don't know if I can stick with that. Then we're going to put Zootopia here. And then we'll move up to our top 20. Oh, see, this is so tough. Whenever we do lists like this that have a mixture of like kids animated movies and like not kids animated movies, like it gets just so muddled in the water. Because like, is Zootopia a better movie than Phantom Menace or Hobbit? No, but I don't, dude, it's just such a weird thing to try and get into. All right, let's get Iron Man 3 out there because I don't think that's gonna break my top 10. Now we just gotta start thinking of like our top 10. What's not getting in there? Definitely not E.T. And E.T. might drop. We'll see what happens. I don't think Far From Home is gonna get in there. I don't think the first Avengers is gonna get in there. I need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, I did the numbers right. Shout out. I'm just trying to think of like what for sure is in the top 10. I'm pretty sure. Okay, Infinity War is for sure in the top 10. New Hope for sure. Rogue One for sure. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, absolutely. Joker for sure. Civil War for sure. So that leaves us over here to talk about. Black Panther was really good. See, Black Panther came out at a time where I was really starting to get burnt out on like superhero movies. And like I was still like we need to get to Infinity War and the conclusion, but I really needed something to spark me again, and Black Panther did that. But is it in the top 10? I think this is where Avatar is going to drop out, even though that's the number one most grossing movies of all time. Do you guys want to hear that number? This will probably make you sick if you don't keep up on stuff like this. 2.924 billion. Domestic was 785.2 million, including re-release. Isn't that crazy? And then the gap between that and Avengers Endgame. Oh, that's Endgame, not Infinity War. Regardless, Endgame was $2.799 billion. Crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, let's start putting a wrap on this because yeah. Let's put Skyfall out of the top 10, just barely. We'll put. This isn't my favorite Harry Potter, so I guess it's going to be out of the top 10. And then we just need one or two more. Oh, shit. Because Toy Story 3 and Lion King are both really good. Wait, is that The Dark Knight Rises or is that Batman Begins? Because that changes everything. This whole time I've been thinking that's Batman Begins, but I think that's Dark Knight Rises. Which, if it is, everything just changed in my opinion. Oh yeah, another movie that's on this list, or that's in the top 50 but not on this list, was the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was awesome. I'm still surprised Iron Man 3 made over $1 billion. And the Minions made $1 billion, which is crazy. That one kind of really throws me for a loop. That is The Dark Knight Rises. Oh my god, that changes my whole entire opinion. This whole time I thought this was Batman Begins. Oh shit. Still not the best one, but better than Batman Begins for sure. Okay. Let's just make a decision. We're going to put Toy Story 3. And then am I happy with this? Oh wait, I need one more. Shit. Is it Titanic for me? Titanic's pretty great. Yeah, it's going to be Titanic. Crazy to say that, but it's going to be Titanic. Oh, shit. Okay, top 10. Black Panther. Jurassic Park. Lion King. Civil War. Dark Knight Rises. Joker. Endgame. Rogue One. Oof. The hardest question I always ask myself, am I more of a Star Wars fan or more of a Lord of the Rings fan? And I don't know. If this was Empire, I think I'd put Empire at 1, but given it's New Hope, we're going to put New Hope 2, Return of the King number 1. Hate on me if you want. These are movies that I enjoy, and hey, let me know if you agree or disagree. So again, the top 50 highest grossing movies of all time. Ultimate tier list ranked from worst to best. My top 10 is Black Panther at number 10, 9 Jurassic Park, 8 Lion King, 7 Marvel Civil War, 6 The Dark Knight Rises, 5 Joker, 4 Marvel's Avengers Endgame, 3 Star Wars Rogue One, 2, Star Wars New Hope, and 1, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If you enjoy this list, please subscribe. We're doing a giveaway at 1,000. It's going to be a pretty awesome giveaway. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.